Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Toy Collector Review with me, Sergeant Geek. And today we're going to be looking at a couple of action figures from the DC line of McFarlane. This is from the DC Multiverse. This here is Superwoman. Now I believe this is part of the Syndicate series. As you can see, you get a builder figure in here. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at the packaging. As you can see here, it has 22 points of movable parts here. So that's 22 points of articulation, which is really cool for posing it up. It is from McFarlane Toys, which means it's going to be nicely detailed. As you can see, you get a card for the character in the back there. You get a face hugger for the star. The figure looks really good in the packaging here. Once again, on the bottom, DC Multiverse Superwoman. To collect to build the Starro figure. And you got the Superwoman here and Crime Syndicate on the side of the box there. And on the back here, you got how many figures is going to take to build the Starro. Build a figure here. Now, it doesn't show you, except for down here, it shows you a couple of them. Now, the Superman one is going to be really hard to find. I don't think anybody has it. I'm not too sure what the other ones are as of yet, so we're going to have to take a look into that. And on the bottom here, some more Lego mumbo jumbo along with a serial number here to let you know which one this is. Once again, this is a very cool figure, guys, so let's go ahead, let's pull it out the box and let's check out the figure itself. Alrighty guys, so here is the figure outside of the box. As you can see, it's pretty basic. There's not a lot much to it with the detail, but Tom McFarlane is pretty cool when it comes to making very detailed figures. Hopefully my camera will work with us so we can get some of the details, which are very few on here. As you can see, you got the lacing of the shoes at the bottom here, which is nicely detailed. You got the double jointed knees. Now you do, on my figure, I do got to be careful because the ankles are a little bit weak, but she does have nice detailing of the way the hairstyle is. The dress and everything, you can tell on the side there, they did mess up a little bit. You can see some of the overspray paint, which doesn't really bode well for McFarlane Toys. That's the first time I ever seen that, but it is something that you guys got to be pay attention to when you buy these figures. You can see there on the flesh tone, you got some of the paint there, which doesn't look good. The person who painted up this figure got real sloppy there, which doesn't bode well for them. This is one of the few figures that I've ever gotten from McFarlane Toys that I've seen an error like that. But it is what it is. Now the articulation, pretty much like all action figures, her head doesn't seem to go up or down, but it does go left to right. I don't want to pressure it. It might be because of the hair. Now you do have some wiggle room in the shoulders that an arm can go out 90 degrees. It does have a 360 degree rotation. Now the bicep rotation is a little tight on mine, but it does have it there. And she does have the double jointed elbows. And you do have some wrist articulation as well. You can bend the wrist, you can twist it. So that's good there for posing up the figure. She does have a little bit of an ab crunch as well, and she does rotate at the hips. Now with the legs, due to the female posing, it does make difficult for the legs. So in order to get the legs out, you have to go out to the side. Now she does have the double jointed knees, which is really good once again for posing up this figure. There you go. And then you have the ankles there. Now when it comes to the ankles, like I said, mine are a little bit weaker, but let's go ahead and let me see if I can pull it up to the camera. As you can see, you can twist the ankles around. It does have an up and down, and you got the toe tiltage as well, so that's really good. Once again, you can actually get some good poses out of this figure. It is really cool. This is a really nice figure. One flaw is, like I said, that one spot where the artist or the painter has messed up and painted the figure itself outside of, like, it colored outside of the lines basically. Now this figure does come with some Build-A-Figure character parts, and here it is. This is the mouth portion of the Starro figure. Now this thing is nicely detailed. The part I got, you can see all the detailing in the suction cups in the mouthpiece itself. Now the back has another piece that's going to go on there. And guys, do be careful as the teeth around the mouth are a little bit sharp, especially on mine. And the other accessory that this figure comes with is the little face hugger. Now I know these are supposed to wrap on the face, but for some reason mine don't really do that well. I seem to see that these actually go wrap around the chest somewhat decently. So I did manage to do that, to put it around the chest area. But I know in the comic book, Starro goes around the head, leaving like the mouth exposed. So it doesn't really do that here with this one. As you can see, doesn't really go well over the head. But I did realize that this thing does fit a lot better over the body. And I think there are some variations of the TV show, either Krypton or Supergirl. One of the shows actually used something like a Starro type figure to mimic it in the show, and I think it was on the chest, so it looks a lot better there. But there you have it, guys. That's the figure, and that's gonna end this video for today. Alright guys, so that's going to wrap up another episode of Toy Collector Review. Now when it comes to the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Superwoman figure, is it worth getting? Me personally, yeah, I want to get all these Syndicate figures. I've got another set of Syndicate figures that I've done earlier on this show, and now that they came out with these, I actually want to get them. Am I concerned about the Starro? Not too much worried about the Starro Build-A-Figure. If I get all of them to build it, that's fine, but I want to try to get as many of these as I can, because I do think they're really cool to actually show alternatives to the superheroes that we all read and grew up on. I think it's really cool, especially this being a portrayal of Wonder Woman as Superwoman. Looks really cool. Now I do have one sadness about this figure, and that is the painting detail that somebody obviously screwed up on the side of the figure. If I can get my hands on another one, I'll probably check to see and put this one away as a defective one. But I do want to get the rest of them. I think there is the next one is Superman. I'm not sure what the next one after that is. I know on the Syndicate there's Owl and the Flash and the Green Lantern, so I hope they got all those figures, and I do want to get them. If you guys are DC fans, I'm pretty sure you want to get them just as well. Well guys, once again, it comes to that point in the video where if you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, become a member of this channel, hit that bell notification so you can be notified every time I put out a new video. And guys, share all these videos on all your social media platforms and smash that like button. It does help with the YouTube algorithm. And guys, if there's anything in particular you would like to see on this channel, go ahead and hit me in the comment section below, and I will do my best to get that out there for you guys. Once again, I'm Sergeant Geek, and I'm signing off.